Hello, Mary, it's me to everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Of course, today is Thursday. It is the 2nd of July, 2020. And we are going to be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I wanted to talk to you briefly about some things that we had to change on the ending screen, only because somebody wanted to get advertising rights on my live streams without my consent. Okay. So we had to change the ending music from Tattoo from the United States Marine Corps to the national anthem, which was specifically in the YouTube music library. So now we have changed that to that. Okay. I have a package coming, and I'm gonna be getting that. It's on the FedEx truck, so I'm waiting for the FedEx guy to bring it to me so I can look and see what our donor has donated to the channel. So, of course, today it's hot as hell. We had good weather for the last few days, but yeah, you know how it is, right? It's never consistent temperature-wise. It just is the way it is around here. Also, YouTube has not yet put the captions up yet on the video. I don't know what my closed captions are. YouTube does that shit to me a lot, where the captions are not there, even though it does say that this video is in English, and then the captions just don't go up. And then as I'm listening to the video, I'm struggling to understand what the hell the video is about sometimes, because the captions are not there. So, not exactly what I call a great arrangement that YouTube can't even bother telling me where my content, my captions are. You stupid son of a bitch, you know? YouTube, you are so stupid, it's not even funny. Alright, now, I was working on the channel to make some things for better for it. There's a plan that I want to do some live streaming this weekend on my Welcome to My World channel for the video games, because some of you guys just didn't see this package is. Nope, not yet. And unfortunately, there's absolutely I don't know. I've just got a bunch of ideas I'm playing around with. Is there going to be a stimulus check? Let's get to the nitty gritty. Is there going to be a stimulus check? If so, how much? When? Is it going to be voted on? Where is it going to be voted on? Who's going to vote on it? Well, here's the answer to that question, guys. Honestly, if there was a second stimulus package, it's not going to be voted on until after July 20th. Okay? This is probably the one thing that frustrates the hell out of every single American. And I've been coming up with my own little slogan, which you may actually find interesting to remember. It says, bitch at Mitch. Now, bitch at Mitch basically means to tell Mitch McConnell that you want him to get off his ass. The problem is, tomorrow is the last day before July 4th. And so tomorrow, you can bet they're going to be taking their holiday. Yeah, there's Rusty the cat. They're going to be taking their holiday. They're going to be doing their own games and their own bullshit. And then they're going to be out for 2 weeks. Why do you take 2 weeks when you know American people have been actually wanting you to get something done, Mr. McConnell? I don't understand why you're doing this to people. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at Rusty the cat here. People wonder how big he is. He's just a big cat that sheds cat hair even more than Fame did. I honestly swear to God it's true. This cat sheds more than Fame does. He's got fur all over my clothes. It gets fur all over me. He's a good cat though. So anyway, we're going to be having a live stream tonight. Of course, it's 7 o'clock Eastern time. And I also wanted to try to address a few things that people have asked me, which is, why do you have Pop on the show so much? I have Pop on the show mainly because there's very few other people that want to come on a panel or discuss anything on panel. In fact, I'm lucky if I can even Pop, of course, always seems to have something to say, but unfortunately, he does have a habit of unintentionally triggering a lot of other people. Now, I also am aware of another issue that came up yesterday, which I don't know the full story of. So, if this doesn't apply to anybody, or if you don't know what this is about, you're not alone. All right. First of all, why don't we talk about what's going on with Carrie? Does anybody know what the story is? Because first of all, I talked to Noodles yesterday. And I talked to Life with Linda yesterday after the phone conversation because I tried to call Carrie and I couldn't get through. Apparently, Carrie had canceled her cell phone service after last night's show. Now, that's a concern because she didn't tell me she was going to cancel the service and she didn't give me any way to reach her. I am concerned about the well-being of all my members of my show. Despite what some of you might think, I am concerned about that. Okay? Also, I got a message from Patty, of all things. I wanted to bring this up because it's a great question. All right? She asked me, why are you mad at me? And I honestly, I couldn't really remember the real reason I was mad at her. So I guess we need to come up with an answer. Why am I still mad at Patty? Am I still mad at Patty? Is my reason being mad at Patty justified? If so, what was the reason? I don't know. I guess that's kind of stupid. So maybe I need to go rewind a little bit about how me and Patty decided to end up on the outs. Because that's probably where it's going to have to start. The reason why me and Patty are on the outs is a difference of opinion on some things. Okay. Now, she originally proposed to have me live with her. And I thought that was going to be a great idea. But I wanted to go halvesies. In other words, I wanted to be a co-owner of the property. And she was like, I can't have you as co-owner of the property because you owe medical bills. I said, but medical bills are paid for by Medicaid. There's no medical bills. Well, you still owe food stamps. Yeah, I still owe food stamps, but so do you. She said, I'm afraid that if I put you on a mortgage that they're going to take away our house. How can they take away your house? I mean, that's what I don't get. Okay. So I, sat there and I looked at the situation. And what I did remember was when I was with Patty, is we didn't always agree on everything. A lot of the reasons wasn't strictly her fault. Okay, first of all, she didn't want her neighbors to know I was there because of the way her housing arrangement was with the landlord. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why that she didn't want me to do videos on YouTube. It's because she didn't want me to give her address of her home. That's what I wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to give her home address because that's none of your business. Anyway, but she also was rightfully, at the time, it was a valid reason. She was greatly concerned that some of the people on YouTube were causing me a lot of emotional anguish and damage, mental damage, which is true. That was happening. Some people would say we're just funning. Only thing is to find out that while you were funning, you guys were causing some significant distress, and this is the past now. Please don't hold it against me, guys, if this does not apply to the current situation. I'm just going through history here, okay? And so that's why she originally wanted me to get out of YouTube, is because she thought it was extremely damaging to my health. In the last few months, we have seen some positive changes on YouTube. On my channel. We're now starting to make a profit. We're starting to bring in some money and donations, and new audience and viewership is up. And that's great. That's exactly what I'm looking for, is to see more people watching the show and interacting in a positive way. But first of all, please remember, guys, just bless every YouTuber. We are human beings, too, and sometimes it's easy to forget that. We do content, and some of us do try to do shows of various degrees of professionalism. I really deep down want to focus on a more professional show. And I understand that given the nature of the way things are on YouTube, that's not always going to happen, so yeah, take it with a grain of salt. So, we also, me and Patty had our own issues that I am not going to address here. Just to say is that, so when she asked me that question, why are you still mad at me? I really can't answer the question because I'm not sure what the answer really was. Am I mad because you didn't want me to be on the mortgage with you? Am I mad because of the way you reacted to my YouTube channel, even though my YouTube channel is actually starting to become financially viable? Am I mad because you don't think I originally filed for my taxpayer identification number and I am registered as a business in the state of Connecticut? Are you mad because... See, that's the question. I don't know. Am I mad because you basically told me to take a hike? Well, she didn't strictly say take a hike, but that's completely another story. Am I mad at her for that? Well, it's not her fault. We just don't get along, okay? We just don't gel. Okay? And that's not uncommon. A lot of people are like that. They just don't gel. But, I don't know. It's just weird because I can't explain it any better than that. So, you see, ladies and gentlemen, the problem I'm having as a content creator. I'm trying to reach out to people and come up with new stuff every day. And... of course, we're all waiting for the stimulus check, including me. Is there going to be one? I already explained at the beginning. We don't know yet. And when is this COVID-19 thing going to end? I don't know that either. Nobody has a clear idea when this is going to end. And so the sad truth is, content creators all over the United States, we're seeing businesses failing left and right. Big and small. And we're not sure how to react to the failures or how we can protect our own selves from something that is out there and ready to potentially kill you at a moment's notice, it seems like. Is it really that bad? Well, it's bad, and the number of cases are increasing. At least up to 40,000 cases currently a day. Why is it increasing? I can't clearly state why. I do know that states that opened early do see the increases of cases. But there's a question that I wonder, and I can't be absolutely sure about this, but we do know that during the George Floyd riots and protested, people were protesting. They were not social distancing. They were not wearing personal protective equipment. Antifa was, clearly. Except their mouths were open. They weren't totally covered with a face ski mask with the mouth sewed shut. But clearly, that was a concern. So, were all the people that were infected, were a lot of them from the George Floyd protests? No, because states that opened early, such as North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Texas, they have a huge number of cases. But I don't know how many of them actually had George Floyd protesters. So again, completely different, but still good question. I don't have the answer. But what I do know is that every single person is rightfully saying is, I don't want to get this crap. I don't want to get this. I don't want to get sick. I don't have a last will and testament. I don't have the money for medical bills. This is a killer. This is expensive. Now it's getting, kids used to call this boomer remover. Now it's killing Generation X, Generation Y, and it will eventually affect more and more Generation Z. Not at all a good thing. So how are you going to protect yourself from something like this? You can't. Even if you do the best thing in the world, even if you have the best containment program, even if you stay home 24/7, 365 days a year, or live in a hermetically sealed bubble and basically only get your food delivered by a mail slot, you're still could potentially of getting COVID-19. It's a scary shit to think about it. It's true. I have a knee injury, which right now is doing much better. I haven't talked about that much. So let me just talk about this real quick here. Because this is the knee. Now, yeah, it's pretty weird looking, right? This is the kneecap. This is a piece of the kneecap down here. This is the other kneecap. The other piece of the kneecap that's all the way up here. This here is the joint connected by tendons and ligaments. And this is, so there's no kneecap protecting this knee. But I'm walking on it. I'm going pretty far on it. I've been taking care of my house. I've been taking care of my chores. I've been going shopping. I still want to go to McDonald's. But I'm afraid to go to McDonald's for two reasons. Number one, I am afraid that I can't afford it. And the reason is, is I gotta carry a bag of food home. My knee is good, but it's not quite that good where I can comfortably walk to McDonald's, stand in line for about 5-10 minutes, or whatever long it takes, and then walk home, and not possibly drop my lunch or my shake or fall or whatever. So I'm always concerned about that. How am I gonna fall? I've been feeling more stronger and more capable, but I'm still being very careful. Remember, I have no kneecap. That isn't any usable form. There's nothing protecting that joint. Oh yeah. Oh, so yes, literally, my kneecap could actually bend forward if I'm careless. Think about that for a minute. That's what the kneecap does, is it prevents your knee from going forward and potentially ripping the living bejesus out of your kneecaps tendons. Okay? That's scary as hell. You're talking about something where, if you know anything about the way your knee is made, it's actually got little tendons connected to the kneecap, which connects between the bone muscles and the bones, and the kneecap acts as a shield that prevents it from bending forward. Without that, if one thing falls move, I could actually rip my whole tendons right off my knee. Oh, just the thought of it makes me wince in pain. You're talking about potentially having a whole lower leg that is completely disattached from the top. You gotta be careful with that. You don't want to fall, and you don't want to fall forward or fall backwards and rip your kneecap in half and go. My kneecap's already in pieces, but I mean, is the tendons and the ligaments and oh my god, it gets even more expensive. So obviously, I've been doing more things, but taking my time to strengthen my muscles and my tendons and ligaments. I know they're healing. It's not a complete rupture. Thank God, it's not. Okay, I can even, because I have to go down on my knees to fix my bed frame, because the screw that holds the two parts of my bed frame together, the head of the screw is broken in half. So what's happening is that my bed frame is not even complete. It doesn't even have a screw that really works right. I gotta go to the hardware store. I don't really need to worry about getting a thumb screw. That's not needed. I just need a wrench. I just need a bolt. But it needs to be a pretty good length bolt. So I can go ahead and adjust my bed frame and get it all fixed. So that's what I gotta do. So I was thinking about maybe just go down to the hardware store, pick up a variety of bolts and nuts. And I'd really rather think a bolt would be better than not any, or a screw, because a machine screw or a big lag screw, whatever, because then I could tighten it with a wrench. So I've been able to get down on the floor to tighten up the wing nut, that screw, but it's still not staying tight. Okay, it needs a longer bolt. Okay. So, yeah, you might say, let's go to the hardware store, bring it down to the hardware store. And then, because if it wasn't for COVID-19, that's exactly what I would have done. I would have take the screw out of my bed frame, brought it down with me down to the hardware store, and said to the hardware store guy, I need a bolt that's got this kind of thread on it. And about an inch, say about 2 inches long thread, so that I can tighten it up with a wrench or a ratchet, so that I can go ahead and make sure that the bed frame doesn't separate the two halves. Unfortunately, with the COVID-19, a lot of businesses are closed. There's no guarantee that my local hardware shop is open. Okay? That's assuming he has one that's the same threads and the same diameter and everything else. No guarantee. Okay? So, that's a concern. Not a major killer, but it's a concern. So next thing we had to do is I just put an old flat piece of metal from an old wrench that originally came from my old circular saw, the old Black & Decker circular saw that had a wrench that was almost the right thickness of what I needed to kind of compensate for the situation, and I put that behind the bolt, and that did help keep the bed from falling apart. It's easy, but still, I need a new mattress, but that's another story. So the bed not only does it need a screw, it needs a new mattress. The mattress is shot. This is the reason why we needed the stimulus check. But until that stimulus check comes, we're just going to have to do with what we got. I also have to get some postage stamps. Oh, right. Postage stamps. But I don't know when I'm going to go get postage stamps. Because CVS sells them, but I got to buy a book. They're like $10 now because postage stamps ain't cheap anymore. Okay? So I have to get postage stamps. And I got to get a screw. And I got to get a mattress. Okay, these are, and clothes. Oh, don't forget clothes. Let's not forget those. We need clothes too, right? Yes. Okay, so clothes. And so those are the things I have to do. But, oh well, I guess that's life. Anyway, so the main thing, guys, is that I want to let you know that I want to thank you all for watching the live streams. I will see you tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific, and for those of you in the UK, that would be midnight in the UK time. So please, in the UK, please also, please everybody, please do share my videos with your friends and family. Let's get this channel growing. We're up to 653 subscribers. Can we get to 700 by August, September? Can we get to 700 by August, September? What about 1,000 by January? What you guys need to also do is let me know if there's something you want to see in content. And if it's something I can do, I'll do it. Okay, within reason. Alright, guys. I'll see you tonight. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything stupid. Okay? Bye-bye.